Let us begin.
With an Illuvion, Corypheus could cross into the Fade in the flesh.
Indeed, the Inquisitor can attest that these artifacts still work if one knows how to use them.
What happens when Corypheus enters the Fade?
Why, he will gain his heart's desire and take the power of a god. Or, and this is more likely, the lunatic will unleash forces that tear the world apart.
I won't allow it. I can't.
Indeed, should Corypheus succeed, do not doubt you would be first to feel his holy wrath.
Pardon me, but does this mean everything's lost unless we get to the Illuvion before him?
Corypheus has a head start, no matter how quickly our army moves.
We should gather our allies before we march.
Can we wait for them? We should send our spies ahead to the Arbor Wilds.
Without support from the soldiers, you'd lose half of them.
Then what should we do?
You overcome it. All three of you together. Josephine, have our allies send scouts to meet us in the wilds. Leliana, your fastest agents will join them. Together, we'll have enough spies to slow down Corypheus's army until Cullen's soldiers arrive.
Such confidence, but the Arbor Wild...
We'd be remiss to not take advantage of your knowledge, Lady Morrigan. Please.
'Tis why I came here, although it is good to see...
Any further instructions, Inquisitor?
The Inquisition began as a handful of soldiers. Thanks to you, we're now a force that will topple a self-proclaimed god. I could ask for no finer counsel, no better guidance.
I speak for all of us when I answer. We could ask for no finer cause.
We'll hound Corypheus in the wilds before he can find the temple or this Illuvion.
Inquisitor,
How goes the battle, Captain?
the Red Templars fall beneath our blades, your worship. Commander Cullen says they're nearly finished. Our scouts saw Corypheus traveling towards an elven ruin to the north. We can clear you a path through his armies.
Do only what you must. We need enough people for a celebration when we get back to Skyhold.
We will not fail you, my lady, no matter what comes. Andraste guide you, Inquisitor.
I wonder, is it Andraste your soldiers invoke during battle, or does a more immediate name come to their lips?
They show me respect, Morrigan. No one mistakes me for the Maker.
True, you are far more likely to come to their aid than a chantry fable, but I digress. If your scouts report accurately,
Which is?
a place of worship out of elven legend. Let us hope we reach this temple before the entire forest is reduced to ash.
Welcome back.
Lord Lamarche, we thank Orlais for its swift and steady friendship.
It's to our elven nobility your thanks should be directed. Marquis Briala insisted His Majesty help the Inquisition. As you know, he values her advice immensely.
Without it, Orlais would face Corypheus on its own soil. This battleground is preferable, no?
Doubtless.
Inquisitor, that's where the fighting will be worst. Andraste, keep you safe.
Our Lady guided me to this moment.
Then I will be as the other. Good luck.
I wish I was meant to be a chevalier. What finer work is performed today than that of our knights?
I have seen Corypheus's wrath, Lord Lamash. It is even more terrible than his agents. May the Chevaliers be as fortunate as they are brave.
Yes, of course. Make her guide them.
Good to see you.
You've put together an impressive...
You're dressed for battle.
The Herald of Andraste does the fray. I could hardly stay at home.
Should you risk yourself if...
It's safer here with the Red Templars than home. It would be refreshing to see them... Sound the charge, Inquisitor. And we'll... Whenever you're ready, Inquisitor. Whenever you're ready, Inquisitor.
Now that's a view. Get your blood going.
If the soldiers aren't careful with their fires, they'll do Corypheus's work for him.
Do you sense the magic crackling? Something more powerful than the Red Templars stirs.
We can't send people east.
As the sun renews itself, so must the faithful renew their love of the Maker. Your penance shall be a joy, serving him with a heart of love unbound. Your struggle shall be a gift, for it redeems you in his sight.
Maker, let me be a worthy...
My thanks, your worship. I was a pilgrim at Haven. If the Maker bids me serve...
Bodyguard are just down the hill, Inquisitor. They wish to join you for the last push.
Be the last of those enslaved at Adamant.
Poor bastards. Corypheus has them dying by the dozen.
There, ahead. An entire camp of Red Templars.
Look sharp. They've got archers on the wall.
Deserted after all.
Perhaps these creatures are the reason few return from the Arbor Wilds.
The Red Templars. I can feel the battle turning. You hear? The Maker favors us.
Inquisitor. We are keeping them at bay. Follow the river to the temple.
There. That must... The Temple of Mythal.
Be ready. Corypheus will be there.
I hear fighting ahead.
Velana Sabanalen.
The wretch mocks you, master.
These are but remnants. They will not keep us from the Well of Sorrows.
Well of Sorrows.
Be honored. Witness death at the hands of a new god.
It cannot be!
Across the bridge, now!
At last, Mathal's sanctum. Let us proceed before Corypheus interferes.
If he's here for a mirror, why'd Corypheus say he wants a Well of Sorrows?
I am uncertain of what he referred to.
Could they be the same? Could Illuvian translate into Well of Sorrows?
No. It seems an Illuvian is not the prize Corypheus seeks. Yes, I was wrong. Does that please you? Whatever the Well of Sorrows might be, Corypheus seeks it, and thus you must keep it from his grasp.
Let's find this well before Corypheus's people do. I want to know how Corypheus returned to life. We saw him die.
And his life force passes on to any blighted creature, darkspawn, or Grey Warden.
And Corypheus cannot die. Destroy his body and he will assume another.
We'll find a way to stop him once we're done here.
'Tis strange. Archdemons possess the same ability, and still the Grey Wardens... were able to slay them. Yet Corypheus they locked away. Perhaps they knew he could do this, but not how. Yes?
Are you certain Corypheus is using the power of the...
Perhaps you forget. How Corypheus gained the power to send his soul into...
Will answering that...
Perhaps. I would suggest first dealing with the well.
Do you know what this...
The room we stand in. To those who knew it, perhaps this ritual was little more. These customs must have been as familiar to ancient elves as bowing to a queen is.
You said this Mythal was...
So one assumed. The dread old gods were nothing more than dragons, after all. Perhaps Mythal was a powerful elf.
You admit lack of knowledge, and yet dismiss...
I do not dismiss her. I question her supposed divinity. One need not... Truthfully, I'm uncertain Mythal was even a single entity. The accounts are...
There are varied...
In most stories, Mythal rights wrongs while exercising mother... Let fly your voice to Mythal. Other paint her as dark, vengeful, prey to...
More Dalish tales, I assume.
If you know more about...
The oldest accounts say Mythal was both of these, and neither. She was the mother. That is all I will say.
Whatever the truth, all accounts of Mythal end the same. Exiled to the beyond with her brethren.
What do you mean?
Tricked by the dread wolf, as all the elven gods were set. Many Dalish believe this is why the elves fell from... Or perhaps they were simply rulers slain by Tevinter. Who can say?
You've seen the elves here.
Indeed. 1, this is... 2, the second appears unlikely, but if true, the implications are astounding.
If they keep records, it could change everything.
'Tis thrilling, no? We may, however... It appears the temple's magics are still strong.
Is this Elven? Does it say anything about this Well of Sorrows?
Atishol vir Abalassan. It means enter the path of the Well of Sorrows.
There is something about knowledge, respectful or pure. Shivenen. 'Tis all I can translate. That it mentions the well is a good omen.
At least we know the Well of Sorrows was important.
Supplicants to Mythal would have first paid obeisance here. Following their path may aid entry.
So, good Andrastians, we offer a prayer to elven gods.
If need be, unless you wish to turn back. Yes?
This altar, what kind...
I believe it represents a petition. Some ancient elven ceremonies were said to take decades to complete.
What sort of...
Strange, is it not? Perhaps that is what led to the wistful Dalish legends of My research uncovered many strange claims about elven ruins.
Such as?
Some insisted gods sent fantastic beasts. Others said they whispered wisdom to those who slept. The latter may hold some truth. Ancient elves were said to be gifted wanderers of the Fade. Yes?
Let's...
I see the Venatori have already encountered the temple's guardians.
Looks like an ambush. Impressive work.
Why would this be here?
Something wrong?
It depicts the dread wolf, Fen-Harel. In elven tales, he tricks their gods into sealing themselves away in the beyond for all time. Setting Fen-Harel in Mathal's greatest sanctum is as blasphemous as painting Andraste naked in the chantry.
Some chantries display statues of Andraste's betrayer Mathrath as part of the chant.
It might fulfill a similar function, a reminder of vigilance for the faithful.
For all your knowledge, Lady Morrigan, you cannot resist giving legend the weight of history. The wise do not mistake one for the other.
Pray tell, what meaning does our elven expert sense lurking behind this?
None we can discern by staring at it.
You two look like you're about to kiss when you argue.
'Tis time we pressed forward.
Agreed.
Yes.
Let's
as you would.
Don't let them pass! Come on, we might catch them.
Hold a moment. While they rush ahead, this leads to our true destination. We should walk the petitioner's path as before.
You forget that army fighting for us out there? Longer we play around, the more Inquisition soldiers die. There's a hole. Jump in.
In this case, I must agree with the witch. This is ancient ground, deserving of our respect.
You see the urgency? We cannot find the Well of Sorrows unprepared.
We don't know what's behind those doors. They might have a reason for going another way.
Had they the option, they would have proceeded. That must lead to their goal.
Their goal? Or yours?
There is a danger to the natural order. Legends walked Thedas once, things of might and wonder. Their passing has left us all the lesser. Corypheus would squander the ancient power of the well. I would have it restored.
I should take your word that this is altruism and not hunger for power.
Yes. Far easier to believe the Witch of the Wild's full of greed. Mankind blunders through the world, crushing what it does not understand. Elves, dragons, magic. The list is endless. We must stem the tide, or be left with nothing more than the mundane. This I know to be true. I read more in the first chamber than I revealed. It said a great boon is given to those who use the Well of Sorrows, but at a terrible price.
What exactly did that altar say about the Well of Sorrows?
Like most elven writing, it was insufferably vague. The term I deciphered was Halam Shivanas, the sweet. It implies the loss of something personal for duty's sake, yet for those who served at this temple, a worth.
Did you not trust me enough to tell me about this price when you read it?
I hoped to find more information. If I intended to cheat you, I would. My priority is your cause, but if the.
And gain what?
That is what we must discover. The rituals may point the way. Yes?
I want to discuss the.
Oh, an opportunity to use the. All I meant to suggest is that, if it does, I be the one to do so. I am willing to accept the consequences.
You would pay the price for this, and you.
We know Corypheus. We also know it to be guarded jealously. So yes, I would take my chances. If...
What if I don't?
What would you propose? Leave it be?
You're better than...
I am. The discussion may be moot. We cannot know.
You said you want to preserve old powers.
There is a struggle to control the world. History haunts us, Inquisitor. It seeks to For all the evil that was, there is also good. I will fight for it. I must.
How do you know the Well of Sorrows isn't a source?
A fair point. We cannot know for certain. Yet.
How can you not care what the consequence...
I'm not a child grasping after it. Let us turn our attention to hunting your... Yes?
Do you know what this part of the temple...
It may have served as a chamber of... More importantly, I suspect none were... Ancient texts claim Mythal passed judgment in the flesh, but 'twas surely the priests who proclaimed...
Why did the ancient...
We may safely assume one did not petition high priests for Mythal's justice by... I see no more insufferable ceremony here than in a chantry.
More rituals?
I believe they signify an intent to lay oneself bare. Mythal's cult was not fond of vacillation. One approached them with nothing less than complete confidence.
What happened to those who were less...
Legend. Perhaps this place has a more gruesome history than we know. Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori.
What's this?
I believe we are in the presence of the elven goddess Ondrul, Lady of the Hunt.
Or a goddess of sacrifice, according to some.
Truly? I wonder if that is why Ondrul's patron animal is the hare. 'Tis said the Dalish invoke her before a chase, especially if they happen to be stalking humans.
Humans clash with elves all the time. There's blood on both sides.
I do not favor either. One hears things in an Orlesian court. Many Orlesian commanders consider skirmishes against the Dalish excellent sport. Time to proceed to the next ritual, I should think. Yes? It may have served as a chamber of reflection. As you wish. Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori.
Who is this meant to be?
Fallon Dean, overseer of funerals and guide to the elven dead. I have heard the Dalish invoke him on their deathbed, or before quests from which they expect no return.
People cling to whatever gives them hope when their time comes.
Perhaps that's why the Dalish sometimes refer to Fallon Dean as the Merciful One.
I do not believe they sing songs about Fallon Din's vanity.
Do you know any legends?
It is said Fallon Din's appetite for adulation was so great, he began wars to amass more worshippers. The blood of those who wouldn't bow low filled lakes as wide as oceans. Mithal rallied the gods once the shadow of Fallon Din's hunger stretched across her own people. It was almost too late. Fallon Din only surrendered when his brethren bloodied him in his own temple.
Did ancient elves believe all their gods so terrifying?
Yes, I believe they did.
The ritual is complete.
We are close. There is but one more path to follow.
Everything is lit.
Come, let us see if the doors have opened. Will you abandon these rituals, Inquisitor? Think carefully. There is no return once we follow the Venatori. "'Tis not what I expected. What was this chamber used for?
We're being watched.
Venavis, you are unlike the other invaders. You stumble down our paths at the side of one of our own. You bear the mark of magic, which is familiar. How has this come to pass? What is your connection to those who first disturbed our slumber?
They are my enemies, as well as yours.
I am called Abelas. We are sentinels, tasked with standing against those who trespass on sacred ground. We wake only to fight, to preserve this place. Our numbers diminish with each invasion. I know what you seek. Like all who have come before you, you wish to drink from the Vira Belasan.
The place of the Way of Sorrows. He speaks of the well.
It is not for you. It is not for any of you.
So, you're elves from ancient times, before the Tevinter Imperium destroyed Arlathan.
The Shemlin did not destroy Arlathan. We Elven warred upon ourselves. By the time the doors to this sanctuary closed, our time was over. We awaken only when called, and each time find the world more foreign than before. It is meaningless. We endure. The Vira Belasan must be preserved.
What is this Vira Belasan exactly?
It is a path, one walked only by those who toiled in Mithal's favor.
He speaks of priests, perhaps.
More than that, you need not know.
Solus, perhaps he'll listen to you.
What shall I say, Inquisitor? Shall I sway him from a millennia of service by virtue of our shared blood? He clings to all that remains of his world, because he lacks the power to restore it.
We came to stop Corypheus. He's here to take your well, not I.
I believe you. Trespassers you are, but you have followed rites of petition. You have shown respect to Mithal. If these others are enemies of yours, we will aid you in destroying them. When this is done, you shall be permitted to depart. And never return.
This is our goal, is it not? There is no reason to fight these sentinels.
Consider carefully. You must stop Corypheus, yes, but you may also need the well for your own.
I accept your offer.
You will be guided to those you seek. As for the Vira Belasan, it shall not be despoiled, even if I must destroy it myself.
No!
Morrigan! This would be our guide.
Mytholanast.
That's helpful, since Morrigan chased off on her own.
She seeks to protect the Well of Sorrows.
This place looks untouched.
You have any idea how much this place is worth?
We did not come to cut off the last of elven glory.
I'm just saying.
Penshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.